There is a record in football that sounds impossible. Not just difficult, but almost illegal to break in modern football, because no matter how much the game changes, no matter how advanced players become, this record keeps surviving every generation. And here's the shocking part. Some experts believe it will never be broken again. But why? And more importantly, what happens if someone actually tries? Before we start, let's settle a debate. If you had to choose one player today who could break impossible football records, would you pick Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, or Kylian Mbappé? Comment your answer. Because the truth might surprise you later in this video. Football is full of records. Goals, assists, trophies, clean sheets, but not all records are equal. Some records are built in a different era, a chaotic era, a time when football was not even close to today's intensity, and that's where the story begins. Let's go back in time. Football in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s was completely different. No VAR, no advanced fitness science, no strict defensive systems. Players had more freedom, but also more chaos. That chaos created records that modern football cannot easily match. One of the most famous examples, Pelé's era scoring records and early goal-scoring dominance in international football. But there is something even bigger. Some records are so extreme that modern football has already given up trying. For example, most goals in a single calendar year, Messi 2012. Most career goals, Cristiano Ronaldo. Most international goals, long unbeaten club runs. Most assists in a single season in elite leagues. But one record stands above all. Records based on old competition formats and conditions, because football has changed rules, seasons, and structure. Here's something most fans don't realize. Modern football actually makes breaking old records harder. Why? Because players rotate more, injuries are managed carefully, defensive tactics are stronger, matches are more physically demanding, opponents are more analyzed. So even if players are better, the environment is tougher. Take Cristiano Ronaldo. He is the perfect example of modern consistency. Over 20 plus years, different leagues, different systems, still scoring at the highest level. Then Messi, a player who redefined playmaking and scoring combined. But even they struggled to match certain extreme historic numbers in specific categories. Now imagine breaking records from a completely different football era. Some records depend on conditions that no longer exist. Different match frequency, different tournament formats, less competition structure, older defensive quality standards. So even if a player scores 60 goals a season today, that doesn't guarantee breaking certain historic milestones. Today's generation has monsters. Mbappé, speed evolution of football. Haaland, pure goal machine. Lamine Yamal, future creative genius. But even they face one problem. They are playing in the most competitive era in football history. So what happens next? Experts believe some records will survive forever. Not because players aren't good enough, but because football itself has evolved away from those conditions. However, one record might still fall. And that is career longevity records, because players today are lasting longer than ever. So here's the real question. Which football record do you think is truly impossible to break? And do you think modern players like Mbappé or Yamal will rewrite history? Or will football legends like Messi and Ronaldo hold these records forever? Football is not just about breaking records. It is about surviving eras. And the truth is, some legends don't just set records. They set limits for the next generation. And maybe, just maybe, that is what makes football beautiful. If you enjoyed this story, you already know what to do.